the dark and the bright side of Google UX certificate. The Google UX certificate is probably the most spoken about UX certificate of all times. Mainly because it's by the greatest IT company in the world, Google, and also is trained by actual Google employees. Is it worth it? And should you be taking it in 2021? So to answer these amazing questions, I'm going to divide this video into a couple of chapters. Chapter number 1 is all about the overview, a quick summary of what it is all about, what you will be taking away from the course, and how it will be helping you in your career. Number 2 and 3 will be about the pros as well as the cons of the Google UX certificate, because there are both. Also, I asked a bunch of wonderful people on my Instagram to share their experience of the UX certificate. So some people who've actually taken the UX certificate will be sharing their real life experience with you. Also, at the end, I'll be sharing my personal opinions about this course. As a professional self-taught UX designer, an entrepreneur who has his own design school, as well as someone who mentors people on a daily basis. So without further ado, let's just get started with the video. Alright, so to give you an overview of the Google UX course, it is a course hosted by Coursera. It has an approximate time of 6 months to complete it. That is how long people will generally take to complete it. It is one big course spread across 7 smaller courses. So you will have to cover 7 different smaller courses to cover the entire UX certificate. The tools that they're using during the course are mostly Google tools like Google Docs to document your UX process, as well as tools like Figma and XD. In this course, they will also include Figma and XD. Figma is there for hi-fi designs like application designs, and Adobe XD will be used for responsive web design practice. Not only does it include the UX design process, but it also includes things like preparing for a job, getting ready for an interview, what are the things that you need to be successful as a UX designer. All these good things all these soft skills are also included in this course. The Google UX certificate is a mixture of video lectures, actual real life assignments that you have to submit before a due date, short quizzes, questionnaires, as well as exercises for you to do on a regular basis. It also includes receiving and working on feedback from the Coursera team. So if you submit an assignment, they will give you a feedback in return and you will work on top of that. The course itself is in English, and unfortunately it doesn't have any subtitles. This Google UX certificate is not a Google only certificate. It is a Coursera certificate hosted by Google. There is a difference. You will not be receiving a Google branded certificate. You will be receiving a Coursera branded certificate with the Google logo at the bottom, which says this is a Google certificate, or the person teaching or the people teaching were from Google. So for all those people who are actually saying we are Google UX certified, it's not true. You're Coursera UX certified. The people who are teaching you happen to be from Google. On Coursera, this course has one of the highest ratings, so I must say that people are tending to like this course more than others. Now, the curriculum is divided into different weeks. So you'll have 4 weeks to cover one part of the curriculum or one part of the course. The first one is UX Fundamentals, and after UX Fundamentals, they actually cover the entire UX design process, the design thinking process. Now, for you guys wondering who the instructor is, there is not just one instructor. There are multiple instructors who will be teaching you different parts of the course. Most of these instructors are well read and they speak very well, so you won't have any difficulty actually understanding what they are saying, and you won't have to go back again and again to understand the concepts. Now, that was a basic overview of the Google UX certificate. Of course, you can read all about it on their website, on other media sites that have covered this course in detail. You can understand it before getting into it. However, there are certain pros and cons not listed on most of these websites. Of course, why would Google tell you that there's something bad about the course? It's only from the outsider's perspective that one can understand whether it's good for you or not. So let's begin with the positive side, which are the pros. They're using minimal jargon, which means only a little bit of technical terms will be used during the course. They have tried to make it as simple and easy to understand for beginners to begin with. So for a beginner, this is the perfect course to begin with. I love how easy to understand the course material is before you even begin. A lot of times it can be very overwhelming to see such a long course structure. However, they've made it seem so simple over the top that once you get into it, it will start looking easier. It is one of the most affordable courses from such a reputed company. Most certificate courses can charge anywhere between $500 to $1,000 on an average. It's not a one-time payment that you're paying and you're getting only UX design course from Google. Once you get into the Coursera ecosystem, you can take any other course also. But if you are someone who can't even afford that $200, $300, which I believe there are some people, you have an option to apply for a financial aid, which means they will either give you a good discount or make it completely free for you. I was super impressed to see a community section. Yes, they have a forum, they have a place where you can directly message people, and this is actually surprising because even most other paid courses only have recorded videos and material, but they don't have a solid community built into their platform. Another pro is that they get you started with Figma and XD also. Their prerequisite is that you don't have to understand UX or UI at all. Even if this is a first time even looking at a course, you'll have no issue picking things up, whether it be using a tool like Figma or XD or understanding the fundamentals or the terminologies of UX. Also, unlike a lot of self-paced courses, this has deadlines for you to submit something. So for example, you're doing the first part of the course. You will have to submit certain assignments by a certain date, which is always given on top of the dashboard. So this way you are able to keep track of things that are going on, and at the same time it motivates you and inspires you to keep on track with the deadlines as well. So chances are if you're paying for it, you won't back out of it after a certain amount of time. Again, I think it's a great way to nudge people to actually do work on time. The last pro, and not the least of course, are the soft skills. They are also teaching you skills like communicating with people, communicating with product managers or other designers, communicating with your interviewer, understanding the job market or the UX design industry in general. All these things most self-paced courses do not teach. And even if they teach, they just touch upon the topic and leave it. They actually have a module covering all these soft skills, and I highly appreciate that. Now let's get on to the cons, and a lot of people might be here for the cons itself because pros are pretty much laid out on their website already. Now the first con is that it is very googly in nature, and this is something my fellow YouTubers who have covered this have also stated. The basic thing is that when they're teaching you stuff, they're not teaching you from the point of view of a general UX designer. They're teaching you with the Google environment in mind. So whatever they are doing at Google, they'll be teaching you from that perspective. And trust me, not everybody functions like a company like Google. There are a lot of differences between, say, a startup and Google, or even a large local company and an international company like Google. Also, a quick note is that they'll be using Google tools as much as possible. Things like Google Docs, things like Google Notes. So you'll be using Google all throughout their course, which I don't think is a bad thing because a lot of companies are using Google. But for the people who prefer Microsoft, this might be a shift in nature. All right, so this con is a big one. This course is recorded. Everything in it is already pre-made. So for a lot of people who are getting into the course, it is not structured according to you. It is structured according to what the UX designers should be learning or should be studying, or the way they should be studying. And that can vary across every country. For example, in India, the education and the way we study, the way we learn something new is very different from what they will be learning in the US. So this differs a lot. All the UX designers at Google have already recorded all this material for you. So they are not talking to you face to face. And if you have any questions from the mentor, the chances are low to get any answers from the mentors as well, since there are hundreds of thousands of people taking up the course at this very moment. So the personal touch, which a lot of people work better in, will not be there. As compared to other courses where there might be a coach teaching you over Zoom call or over Google Meet, this has that huge disadvantage. It's pretty standard. That's it. Now, the thing about such courses is that they're targeted towards beginners or people who are just looking at covering everything till they can get, say, a basic internship or a job. They aren't always deep diving into different concepts of, say, user research or usability testing. They're covering the basic ones, the things that are necessary, rather than things that are the most beneficial. Oftentimes, the things that are necessary might not benefit each and every company or each and every student in his career. So in this case, I would have to cut points from them since they're not deep diving into each mechanic, I would say, of UX design or UI design. The course, after it ends, it ends. Once you get the certificate, it's done. There are high chances you'll stop the subscription, you'll stop paying Coursera, you'll stop going back and checking out the material. So if you're actually someone who wants to be a part of a community, wants to maybe start WhatsApp group with a bunch of people or whatever it might be, this is not the place to be. Of course, it has community features, but those community features are there only for people who are subscribed to the Coursera course. It's not lifetime access. There's no lifetime support. There's no post-graduation support or post-graduate counseling. It's just you graduate from the course and that's it. Where do you go then? I would have to say that it's not that big of a deal for a lot of people, but for a lot of people who will feel lost after this course, there's no way to go back and ask for assistance. Another con I have with this is more a personal con, more something that I feel on a personal level, is that most of these instructors aren't professional instructors. So they might be reading off a script or a teleprompt that is in front of them. I don't do that, by the way. But I just feel an instructor teaches best when he has some experience as an instructor. And most of these Google UX designers might not have the ability to be great teachers. And don't get me wrong, this is not a deal breaker because I myself instruct people on a weekly basis. However, I have learned over time. So I am not blaming the instructors for this. I just feel they should have had a little bit of instruction training or mentorship training before getting on board with this. I saw the comments on one of their videos introducing this course, and they are a little harsh. A lot of people are trying to troll the teachers. Again, not their fault, but this is definitely a con, and for some people, maybe a small deal breaker. Now, the fantastic thing about this video is that it's not only coming from a UX professional. I actually asked a lot of you guys on Instagram to submit video reviews answering a few questions about the course from a student's perspective. A lot of you guys were so kind enough to send them so quickly. It was fantastic. So thank you to each one of them to contribute to this video and make this video possible. They are today's true sponsors, I would say. Alright, so here are the questions I have from the students and here are their viewpoints or their takes on this course. What was the most difficult or tedious part of the course?
So the most difficult part of the course for me was getting genuine feedback on the assignments that were to be submitted at the end of almost every week. So since this course is hosted on Coursera, the assignments are peer graded. I didn't really get the feedback that I wanted, as I wanted to make improvement in the design, in the work that I've submitted. It was difficult to get the kind of feedback that is necessary for your growth. So that was missing.
So I think the course is pretty structured really well. So I didn't find any particular part really difficult. But again, I'll just give you some context. I'm from a design school. And some parts of the course were really repetitive to me, so it was just tedious to keep my focus there. So that's just an issue. But apart from that, people who are just starting out, I don't think it's much of a cause of concern for them.
I think the most difficult part for me was going through all of that theory. I didn't expect a lot of theory to be there, because I'm completely new to UX. I was completely new to UX prior to doing the courses. So I didn't know there was a lot of research and a lot of interviews and a lot of things which goes into UX. So the first two courses are purely theory based. So it was a bit hard for me to go through the first two courses and then start the third course, which was where we actually started drawing and sketching and making wireframes.
So as I mentioned, feedback is something that I felt was lacking throughout. If what you've sent is correct or not, you'll just get marked, and it really doesn't matter once you've submitted it. Also, there is another problem, that there is only one approach to everything. For example, like there's Google's approach to making problem statements and ideating and researching and things like that. But there are million other ways of doing one single thing, right?
How did you find the people who were actually teaching or the instructors?
The instructors were great. I mean, come on, there are people working at Google, they know their stuff, and they were really able to put their thoughts across the table very clearly and make the concept simple enough for the viewers to grasp very easily.
Look, the instructors are really chill. Like, it just feels like they exactly know how it feels to be a beginner, okay? And in the course, you can see their own journeys as well. Like, there's this 2-3 minutes short video where you learn about the instructor's life as well, like how he or she transitioned from his job to UX. So that's really inspiring, man. And also, all of them don't just throw complex words at you. They are really telling you every single thing in a really simple manner.
The instructors were really, really good. They taught really well. They seemed friendly, and the way they taught made it easier for me to understand what is going on in the courses. They were from different type of designing background, like visual designing, interaction designing, accessibility designing, etc. So learning about their journeys, learning what they do exactly, and all of that was really, really fun to know.
Actually, the instructors are very nice, they're very knowledgeable, they're very friendly, and as I mentioned that we were asked to connect on social media platforms with our instructors, so I did all of that and I connected with as many as I could, and I spoke to them. I told them I'm a transitioning UX designer, so they were very appreciative of it and they really supported it, and I think they do connect with their students and help them out.
Was it worth your time and money?
Oh yeah, definitely worth the price. And since Coursera has this monthly subscription thing, so it actually depends on you. The faster you complete it, the better it is for you.
Coursera is charging you $1,000 a month to complete this course. It's like they have said like that it's like a 6 months course, but I personally finished it in 1.5 months because previous understandings and learnings, I knew a lot of stuff. That's why I finished it pretty fast. If you apply for financial aid, it will take you 20 days for that application to be approved. And once you get that approved, you will realize that you have gotten financial aid for just one part of the course. There are 7 parts of the course. So when I applied for financial aid, I could see I just got the foundation part. I didn't get the rest of the parts, and I have to apply financial aid for each part of the course. Individually, I have to fill out forms. So might as well you just, if you don't want to spend $1,000 on it, and you can just audit the course. But if you audit the course, you won't get the certificate, and you won't be able to give them your submissions or whatever work you're doing.
So quite honestly, it is still too early for me to decide if I'm going to get my money's worth from this course, because I'm still auditing it and I plan to get the certification once I'm through with this. So until now, I feel that I've been gaining just the right amount of theoretical and practical knowledge.
After completing the course, what were the benefits or what was your experience after completing the course?
Yes, I did have a lot of benefits after completing the course. It helped me land a job. I had a portfolio with 3 projects to showcase. I'm a total beginner to this field, UX design. It helped me lay a solid foundation and understand the basics really well.
A lot of it. I think it was really beneficial for me because my school is more of this research centric, and I didn't know how to build really good interactive products to connect with the audience, and that's really important at the end of the day. Okay, so that's why I just wanted, as a beginner, I wanted to start out this course. I'm like, let's see, you get a lot of course material, you get to read a lot of content. In every course, in every topic, there is a resource section. You get to read, you get to use there. Even after completing one course, you might get something for free. Like, I completed my foundation course, and after that I got a Adobe free trial for like 9-10 months. So I think there are a lot of benefits to the course, and at the end of the day, I learned a lot of new things which my school didn't teach me.
Benefit from the course directly? No, because it's just something which teaches you about UX. It won't help you to land the job directly. It all comes down to your portfolio, how good it is, how good your presentation skills are, and all of that. Having a certificate might give you an edge.
As the course started, within a few days, they had encouraged all the students to get active on the social media platforms. So I personally am very shy when it comes to posting my work on social media, especially Twitter and Medium. I've been very intimidated by these platforms all my life, but through them we actually got to connect with other designers, the instructors, and it made the process so simple that it is no longer so intimidating, and you actually get to learn a lot from them.
Did you guys go into this course having any certain prerequisite knowledge or any expectations from this course? And if so, were those expectations met, or did you feel there was something missing, or did you feel that Google could have done better in some areas?
What I actually wanted from the course was, to help me make a transition from software development to UX design. I gave it a thought and decided to go ahead with this particular course.
Okay, honestly, what I expected was that they'll put a little bit more focus in the UI aspect, because at the end of the day, that's what the audience sees, right? It's fine, they won't teach you the design tools in detail. That's like this guarantee. I'm telling you, it's not a guarantee. I'm telling you that they won't teach you the tools in detail. They'll just give you an overall outline of each tool, and then it's up to you whether you want to explore it or not. And they will put a lot of resources in the reading section. They'll give you Figma tutorials, Adobe XD tutorials. So yeah, all of that is covered, but the instructor won't teach you, like they'll just go through the tool. They won't teach you every part of the tool in detail.
I only expected to learn about designing, like just the designing part. I didn't know there was a lot of user research and just research in general, and empathizing, iterating, and a lot of things involved in UX designing. Way more than I thought I would learn in these 7 courses. So whatever I expected from the course, I got way more than that, definitely.
I think this course is good fit for the beginners to clear what is UX and what are its fundamentals. It shows where UX is heading in the future.
Alright, so now comes to my final review or my personal opinion on whether you should be taking this course or not. If you are a beginner and you have very little to no knowledge of UX and UI, and you want somebody to explain this to you, and you want something which is somewhat affordable, this is the best starting point. Again, you have to go into this course thinking this is just going to be your first major step. There are going to be a lot of other steps. You'll have to gain experience. You'll have to do internships. You might have to do a few more courses before you get the hang of it. But if you are able to overcome those thoughts, overcome the cons that I just listed, and are really looking for a good course, regardless whether it is from Google or anybody else, this is a course you should be taking. And I just feel the reviews don't lie in most cases. And even if you go through the bad reviews or the reviews with fewer stars, they're not targeting the course itself. They're targeting maybe certain things that they personally didn't like. And it was no testament to the course itself. It was more of okay, this is something, it didn't suit us personally. I went through the entire course, the structure, the material, the curriculum, everything. From somebody who has designed his own curriculum, who has been running a UX design bootcamp here in India for the past 1 year, more than 1 year now. This is a very good starting point. This is a place where you come to when you know nothing and you want to know a lot of things about this whole design process, how it goes about, and you want to have the credibility that you're learning from people at Google. For a lot of people, that is a big thing, and I understand why it is. Google has that trust that they'll provide quality content, and they have, in most cases, fulfilled that trust in this case. So my personal review out of 5 stars would be a very, very solid 4 out of 5. 1 stars I'm deducting for all the cons that I stated. Now, these were my opinions. These were opinions you got from other students. If you have your own personal experiences with this Google UX certificate, make sure you put that in the comments below. That will help other people who are wanting to take the course or who might even decide to take the course today to know everything about it before they get into it. I hope you like this video. Make sure you subscribe and press the bell notifications for videos every Monday and Thursday. If you don't do that, you'll miss out on my content.